And again, just float them up and just allow the drop. 2 more and drop. Final time and drop. And then hands on shoulders, and we'll do some rolls. So rolling forward first, just starting small, feeling if there's any crunchy bits, and then gradually taking the circle bigger. And 2 more in this direction. Hello, Sandra.
Hello, Fee. How are you?
Hi, Nina. Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, we're very well, thank you.
Good. And then reverse the direction. So really take the circle nice and wide. We're just warming up, standing up for the moment, doing some nice shoulder circles. Hi, Hannah.
Hello, sorry a bit late.
That's all right. Anybody that's recently joined that I haven't said, obviously, if you've got any injuries, just let me know. If you need to rest at any point, please do. You'll also need a cushion or a block or a book or something for a prop tonight. Nothing too spectacular. I'm going to put you on mute. So if you need to talk to me, just unmute yourselves. And then from there, just let it relax. So grabbing a cushion or a pillow, we'll get our lats and our serratus muscles engaging. So still standing in a Pilates V, heels together, feeling the connection in your inner thigh. Cushion under your elbow and squeeze it in and hold it, keeping your shoulder on the same level as you breathe out and then breathe in just to release. So some nice pillow squeezes to really get everything engaged from armpit down. And really find your breath. So breathing out, drawing that tummy button into your body, away from the t-shirt as you squeeze that pillow. And breathe in, keeping that connection, just release. And we'll do 2 more on this side. Breathing out, remember keeping those shoulders away from the ears. And breathing in to release. And final time, breathing out, hold. Keep that long breath to feel real strength from that side of your body and relax. And then swap over and do the other side. So sitting up, keeping the shoulders down, breathing out, squeezing that pillow, tummy button engaged, drawing away from your t-shirt and breathing in to release. And just keep going in your own breath pattern. That's it. Keeping those shoulders nice and down. Feel real strength. Releasing. And 2 more. And final time. And of course, before I muted you, Sandra, I should have asked whether your knees are all right to kneel on. If they're not tonight, give me a wave and I can give you alternatives. So we can lose the pillow. Going to stand with nice Cossack arms. So Sandra, if your knees aren't okay to kneel on, stay with your feet apart and just do the pliés, squeeze and stand, coming up onto your toes. Everyone else, we're going to take a step forward, lunge forward onto our knee, change side, trying to minimize any rocking and rolling, and then stepping back, ready to go the other side. So step forward, lunge down, just a simple kneel change over, but it's trying to be as stable as possible. So there's a little balance, changing the leading leg each time. It's falling over. I'm looking on an angle, working on an angle. Keep going, down. That's it. Keeping those tummy buttons engaged, drawing away from your t-shirt. Feel the strength around your sides that we've just worked on. All of that helps lift. And keep thinking, lifting through the heart, all the stuff we've worked on over the past couple of weeks, everything helps our stability, keeping those shoulders down. Just one more on each leg. Good, good stability for the hips. That's it. Final time. And then from there, we're going to take a lunge back. So same leg that goes back, arm comes forward. So opposite arm is back. And then we're just going to stand and lift the knee. So a bit of a running drill. So again, it's all about squeezing the standing leg to keep stable, keeping the hips facing forward. And a bit of concentration, coordination and balance. So Caroline, that left leg goes behind you. So you'll go that way. She says falling over. That's it. So really having to work the leg that you're standing on, the opposite one to the knee that's lifting, keeping those hips nice and level. That's it. Good. 2 more. Get the heart rate moving, the blood pumping, and then change sides. And just take a moment to think whether one side is more stable than the other. So you take one leg behind you, the same leg arm comes in front, so the other leg arm behind, and then up. So lunge back and lift. And think tummy button to spine, shoulders away from your ears, thinking hips forward, get your ankles stable, sides of your body strong. Good. That's it. It's a very simple functional movement, but quite challenging at times. That's it. And 3 more. Lovely, Barbara. Good, good, good. Very nice. Final time. Lush. Okay. We're going to come down to the mat, but we'll do it with a nice little roll. So just nodding your head, feet hip width apart. Think coming up and over that big beach ball. And we'll just roll down as far as you're comfy. Breath in at that point. Breathing out, tummy button to spine, rolling back up again. Standing really tall. Ready to nod the head for another one. Not all the way down. And then rolling back up again to standing. And then this final time, we'll roll all the way down to come to kneeling on our hands and knees. So nodding the head, rolling forward. So Sandra and Nina, I need you to re-angle yourselves. And then come down onto all fours, that's right. And from here, are you happy, Sandra? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Everybody who's happy on their hands and knees, we're going to do some tail wags. So it's a case of just hitching one hip towards the same elbow or shoulder, coming back to center, and then going the other way. So just rocking your pelvis from side to side, as if you're a dog. Sandra, if it's not comfy on your knees, come to standing. Do the same thing. You can just bend your knees ever so softly, hands on pelvis, and again, just shimmy from side to side. Do all of these. So keep your knees facing forward as much as possible. and just get your hips going. That's it. Everybody else's back should be nice and straight, and it's just those hips hitching up one side, back to center, and then the other. That's it. And then come to the center line. And again, everyone on hands and knees, you just tuck your pelvis under, so you're curling your pubic bone forward, then sticking it up behind. Same thing, Sandra, you can just scoot the pubic bone towards you and curl behind. So we're just working the back the same way as we would do a normal pelvic tilt. Just getting a lot of flexion and mobilization in the lumbar spine. The rest of the back is fairly still. That's it. Getting some movement. So Nina, don't take your back into it yet. Just that lower back first, that hips and pelvis. One more. And then Sandra, you can stand without bent knees, and we'll do protraction, retraction. So same thing as on hands and knees. Thinking about shoulders reaching forward and then wrapping around your back. So you're sliding your arms away from you, and it's the shoulders wrapping around. So you're holding your body nice and still. Your shoulders aren't coming up to your ears. You're just wrapping around. That's it. So you're doing this on hands and knees. Obviously, you've got body weight that you're using for extra resistance. That's nice, Barbara. Good. Good, Caroline. Hannah W., just allow your shoulders to relax a bit more away from your ears. That's it. Keeping the elbows as straight as possible, just with a little bit of give to make sure you're not locking the joint, and just getting those shoulders sliding around. And then sitting back, if you need to, just give the wrists a little bit of a waft to release off, because we're going to stay on hands and knees for a short while. Sandra, against the wall, we can do some little roll down. So standing nice and straight, just nod the head, peel off. So you're working your spine against the wall, and then come back up again. Everyone else will do a nice cat. So staying back on hands and knees, find that nice back, nice straight and width in the shoulders, and then from there we'll put it all together. So we tuck the tailbone under, keep curling your pubic bone towards your chest as you then peel your back off until your head has to nod between your knees. And when you're there, just have a check where your feet are and make sure that they're in line. If not, bring them in line. And then unpeel from the tailbone. So you curl your tailbone up towards the ceiling again, flattening the back. So again, shoulders don't move. It's just the lower back working through the middle back and upper back. Finding some lovely mobilization using your breath. And I don't mind where you breathe in or breathe out. Just find it and allow your head to be at the end of your spine, and think neck through to the crown of the head. And you've got this orange underneath. So even when your head's dropping between your arms, it's still attached to your spine and not being put under any strain. That's it. Marie, just bring your hands back towards your knees ever so slightly. Yep, perfect. And soften your elbows a little bit. And Stan, the same with you, actually. Just soften your elbows slightly so you're not locking the joint. And of course, anytime you want to release the wrists, please do. Just stop and do that. And we'll do one more. And then Sandra, you can come to the mat and we'll do some toe taps. So legs into tabletop, arms up, and just tap down. Or some arm and leg slides with straight arm and legs. Everyone else back on hands and knees, and we'll move on to doing the dog. Sorry, I was just giving Sandra her cues because she can't kneel at the moment. So coming back to that nice quadruped position, flat back, shoulders away from ears, engaging the abs. We'll go straight into our dog. So you can either just slide arm and leg away or lift it straight away. And of course, the changeover point is the part that you're really trying to focus on, keeping your body stable. And that's where all the strength from the pillow squeezing around the sides of your body and engaging your abs in away from your t-shirt come into its own. Marie, watch those elbows, and Stan. That's it. Nina, keep the leg down ever so slightly to make sure you're not arching your back. That's it. Lovely. Good stability from everyone. Good. Well, it is like working with the Brady Bunch. This is wonderful. I'm just going through every square. Fab. One more on each side. And then again, just sit back, release the wrists. We're going to work straight on the plank and some leg pull. So again, I'll just give Sandra some alternatives in case she doesn't want to put her knees down. You can, if you don't want to do the full plank, because I'm actually going to put some press ups into it, have your feet crossed, because we're just going to go up and down. If you don't want to work on hands and knees tonight and don't feel strong enough, you can come against the wall and again do some press ups against the wall. Otherwise, we will stay on hands and knees. We will step back into our nice plank. So your bottom should pretty much be in line with your shoulders, and you keep it there. And from here, see how low you can go. And so we're going to do a count of 3. 3, 2, 1. If possible, keeping your triceps engaged, and you really need to squeeze tummy button to spine. And then go down again if you can. So Henry, you need to lift your bum up a little bit. And shoulders away from your ears. Oh, brilliant, Stan. And of course, have a rest in between each time. Have a breath. I'm not here to beast you. It's all about getting some upper body strength. Lovely, Marie. That's it, Sandra. Good. Nice, Hannah. Lovely, Emily. Good. Just do one more. Fantastic. And then sit back, release those wrists. Strip off a layer if you want to. Final one, we will do our proper Pilates leg pull, which will be totally easy compared to that. So where we're just held in a nice plank and we rock forward and back for 3, Lift a leg if you can, forward and back. You can obviously do it on your forearms. If it's too much on your wrists. And again, Sandra, you can keep just press upping against the wall unless you're happy to try this. That's it. So again, every time you rock forward and back, you're keeping your bottom and shoulders on the same line. So you don't send your bum into the air. You're imagining your body as a saw. It's just going straight along. And then you lift one foot and rock on that other leg. That's it. And then changing. So still working on the mobility through the ankle, through the hips. Good, Hannahs. And then once you've done one on each side, you can have a break. That's a very big smile, Ali. Well done. That was quite a tough start, so I will allow you just to collapse onto the mat. And we'll do some glute squeezes to work the back of our body now. We've done a lot on the shoulders and the arms, so just be comfy. Take your legs slightly separated. Direct your pelvis into the mat, shoulders dripping away from your ears. And as ever, as you breathe out, think narrowing into your body from the hips, squeezing the bum and holding it there for a count of 10 to really get it activated. And then relaxing back again. So narrow and squeeze as you breathe out. And breathe in to release. So you can have hands under your forehead, whatever's comfortable. And if possible, have your toes pointing away from you so the top of your foot is on the mat as well, just to make sure there's no straining going on. And as I always say, have a moment just to recognize if one side is working harder than the other and trying to get both sides working together. That's it. Really use your breath. Don't be afraid. Make some noise. I can't hear you. And release. Just do one more. And then from there, just bring your legs back into parallel so you're really on the front of your thighs, but your legs are separated slightly. We'll work on the hamstring curls. So think about dripping the shoulders down your back. Start with the right foot, just a nice soft foot. As you breathe out, squeeze the bum and bend the knee. And you're aiming for the heel towards the middle of the bum and extend away. So nice and simple to start with. Thinking about that foot tracking in and extending back to the mat. So very basic functional movement, bending up and extending away. So nice and slow. That's it, same leg. The more you do, the more you'll start to feel the hamstring working. You don't need to take the heel all the way to the bottom, just so it's pointing up to the ceiling. As if you were doing a bicep curl, you feel that hamstring tightening as you bend the knee. And extending away. That's it. And two more. And then changing sides. And again, be conscious of whether this side is smoother, whether you think your leg's going out at a different angle. Really start to use the focus of your mind, getting your limb to do what you want in the way you want it. That's it. And again, nice and slow, considered movement. That's it. Ali, it might be the angle of the camera. It looks like your foot's coming inwards rather than straight up, but I will let you adjust that if that's true. And again, 2 more. And then we'll do the same thing back on the first leg. This time we will bend the knee in, hover the knee off the floor, extend the leg away and place it down. Same side again, bend, lift, extend and down, and bend and lift, extend and down, and bend and hover, extend the leg, place it down and bend and hover, extend, place it down. Final time, bend and hover, extend and place it down. Then the other side, so bend the knee, lift the knee, extend the leg and down, and bend and lift, extend and down, and bend and lift, extend and down, and bend. Hannah W a bit more, extend to the ceiling, extend the leg away and down, and bend the knee, hover the knee, extend and down. Final time, bend and hover, extend and down. Back to the right leg, bend that knee in 90 degrees, heel aiming towards the ceiling, lift the knee up and then pulse to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Knee down, extend the leg, bend the other leg in, lift it off the floor and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fab. Then sit back into a nice shell stretch or child pose. Really take the knees nice and wide apart, send the bum way back to the knees. Stretch the arms out just to release the back. And then as we've worked the hamstring, let's just stretch out that hamstring. So if you can, kneel. Take one leg nice and long. Sandra, you can do it standing. If it's too much on your knees, think about just getting your chest down towards that thigh. Couple more breaths. And then change sides. So sending the other leg nice and long. Think lifting your heart, chest towards the knee. You feel that lovely stretch up the back of your leg. And then back down onto your fronts. So if you've got a block or a cushion, you can have it under your forehead. We'll do our lovely cobra. So actually we don't need that particularly. And you can either have arms outstretched to start with, legs slightly separated, shoulders away from your ears, tummy button engaged, And you can drag your arms towards you, bending the elbows. Think tummy button to spine, squeezing the bum to come up into a lovely straight arm stretch. Or if you want to, just stay down, the elbows bent, press into the forearms and just stay at a low level. Whichever one is working for you tonight, remember it's all about how it feels in your own body, not what I'm doing or what anyone else is doing. And back down. So the key things, whichever way you're doing, you're thinking tummy button, drawing into your body, lifting yourself up like we do with the press ups and the planking. The shoulders are dripping down your back to give you that extra sliding to allow your heart to lift, crown of the head reaching away. So you should feel a beautiful stretch from tummy button through your chest, through the crown of your head. And then with intent, just nicely controlled back to the mat. So keeping the shoulders away from your ears, whatever version you're doing, thinking the big shoulder blades down your back, pull you upwards, and engages your abs, lifting your heart so you're in a lovely extended position, and then reaching back down to the mat. That's it. Stand, separate your legs ever so slightly when you're next back down on the mat, and make sure your elbows aren't locking when you come up. Keep a little bit of give in those to make sure the joint's not being put under pressure, because all the effort should be in the abs and in the back extensors rather than the arms. That's it, lovely. Henry, think a little bit more tummy button to spine just to get that extra lift. Yes, good. I saw a little bit of difference there. And just one more. And then from there, you can just rest your forehead on that block, bend the arms ever so slightly. You want to squeeze the bum 100%, lift those legs off the floor, hover them there, turn your toes away from each other, and then you can start beating. So you're thinking getting the inner thighs working, and then release back down to the mat. And do that a couple more times, about 10 beats each time. So you're keeping your head down for the moment, squeezing the bum, lifting the legs, keeping them straight as possible, turning them, the toes out, so it's the heels together, beating straight legs, squeezing the inner thighs, that's it. And then release after you've done about 10. And we'll do one final set. So think, you've still got tummy button to spine, shoulders are still down away from your ears. Someone's pulling your legs away. Really think long, 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 straight as possible. Heels together. And relaxing down. Good. So let's put all that together, not necessarily the leg beats. We'll do our lovely swan dive. So start with arms nice and long, the same cobra start, coming up. So you've got nice long arms, tummy button engaged, shoulders down. You're squeezing your bum like Billy-O. I know we've done it before. And then you just bend the elbows so your legs lift and hover, and you end up like this little rocking horse. So anyone who wants to do the Saw Pilates advanced one, you let your arms go. Try not to bash your nose on the floor. So you've really got to keep control of your legs and your bum. Otherwise, just nice controlled rocking horse movement. That's it, stand lovely. Just keep those legs as straight as possible, just for the extra challenge. Good, Emily. Lovely, Marie. Good, Caroline. Nice, Barbara. Well done, Sandra and Nina. Good, Hannah. And then one more, and then definitely sit back into that child pose. shell stretch, releasing that lower back. Because even though we've been working the abs, there's definitely been some work through that lower back. You just want to ease that off a little bit. Nice breath. Fabulous. And then we'll work on our side. So especially for Ali, because I know she likes this one, we'll do our little chest opener. So have a block cushion behind you, arms out in front, and really think about finding your shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip, and just give that top hip a little bit of a scoot away from your shoulder so you've got some length in that top line of your body. And then when you're ready, breathe in, lift the arm to the ceiling, breathe out, allow the chest to open, watch the arm as it goes behind you, and then breathing in and breath out to come back again. So find some real rotation in your hips, in your ribs. You keep your legs glued together, so it's just your upper body rotating round, and you're still using your abs and your oblique muscles to bring yourself back to the start. That's it. So nice and slow and controlled. Still feeling that underneath waist, tummy button away from your t-shirt, pulling away from the mat. So you can get a little finger or marshmallow underneath that waist area. Gives a little bit of extra strength and stability. One more. And then extend both legs away from you, slightly in front of you so you can see them. Feet glued together. If you want a pillow between that long arm under your head, just to find some space in your neck. And we'll do double leg lift. So legs squeezed together, breathing out, lift and hover. Breathing in to extend back away. You can obviously have a hand in front for balance if you want, or to challenge yourself. Just have it along your body. And you just hover your head ever so slightly and your legs ever so slightly. And breathing out to lift, breathing in to come back to the mat. All the time, again, thinking that underneath waist, drawing away from the mat, shoulders away from the ears so you're strong. Down your obliques and your inner thighs are glued together. So there's strength through the glutes that we've worked. Trying not to rock around. That's nice. Good. Very stable. And two more. Remember, you're stretching your legs away. They're glued together so they stay nice and straight as they lift and lower. And then you stay in that position. We're going to do top leg lift. So this time you might want a hand in front for balance or not. You lift the top leg, squeeze the underneath leg up, underneath leg down, top leg down. So leg up, underneath leg up, she says, falling over, down and down. Top leg lift, bottom leg squeeze up, bottom leg down, top leg down. So again, the challenge nice and slow, thinking the inner thigh, the bottom leg doing that heavy lifting. Using that top leg as a weight. Shoulders away from ears, wherever the hands are. That's it. Oh, you look so much better than I do. Brilliant. Good. That's it. Remember that underneath waist, don't sink into the mat, shoulders down, tummy button to spine. Keep going, a couple more. That's good. That stability challenge, brilliant. And final time. And then take the underneath leg long, slightly forward, really press it into the mat. We'll do our side kick. Taking your top leg to hip height, again, just scoot that top hip away from you. Then think about the underneath waist drawing away from the mat and hand in front for balance. 2 kicks forward, squeeze the bum to take it behind. So your head stays down, but you've got, really think the underneath leg is pressing into the mat. So you've got counter strength going on. That's it, so nice, strong, straight top leg, still being pulled away from you. Point the legs, it comes behind, kick it forward as it comes in front. And you're trying to keep your body nice and stable so you're not sinking and rocking forward. Long, strong. That's good. Fab. One more. Then relax and come to sitting on your side if that's a term. So you've got one foot crossed over at the ankle, arm reaching away from you. Guess what's coming? You're going to have the top arm, palm facing the ceiling. So your hips are forward, knees open, and we're just going to press into a nice side stretch, side plank even. Arm overhead, back to the ceiling, bend the knees, come down to sitting. Marvelous. And again, up, glue those inner thighs together, arm overhead, back to ceiling, bend the knees. And of course, you can stay on the knee if you don't want to come all the way up onto your wrist and your feet. But you're all doing marvelous. So keep going. One more. Up, over, back to the ceiling, bend the knees. Lovely. Scoot over and do all of that on the other side. So setting yourself up for the chest opener with a cushion behind you so you've got somewhere to go. Knees bent up, think underneath waist, drawing away from that. Pull that top hip away from you. And then you're just lifting the arm to the ceiling, rotating the body, keeping those legs glued together and down, and then bringing that arm back again. That's it. So nice and slow. Enjoy this one. Your moment of calm. Getting some lovely rotation into the body. Unwinding from the stresses of the day. So using your whole breath. And still think you can get a nice squidgy marshmallow underneath that underneath waist. So you're not sinking into the mat. That's it. One more. And then extend both legs away, underneath arm, under your head. Think again, shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. And we'll do double leg lift. So breathing out, lift and hover. Breathing in, extend away. But again, imagine someone's pulling your legs away from you. So you've got some nice length in your body. as you come back down to the mat. And shoulders away from your ears, strong round your obliques down the side of your body, tummy button drawing away from your t-shirt. Just make sure your legs are slightly in front of you, just ensuring there's no strain on your lower back. That's it. Breathing out for lift and breathing in, think elongating as you place yourself back down onto the mat. 2 more. And final time. And then we lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg down, top leg down. And again, think long in that top leg, stretching away from you. Extra balance, extra challenge of weight lifting. So keep those shoulders away from the ears. Nice and relaxed around the back, tummy button drawing in. That's it. Good. Getting some nice work through that hip. And one more. And then again, take the underneath leg slightly forward, really press it into the mat. Think pulling your top hip away from you, extending that top leg, and 2 kicks forward, squeeze the bum to take it behind you. Kicking forward, squeezing the bum. So again, drawing the underneath waist away from the mat, the shoulders are down, trying to keep that top leg on the same level that it starts, pressing for some counter action of that underneath leg. So it's a full body exercise, even though that top leg's the only thing moving. You're really using your whole body for strength and stability. That's it. Good. Keeping your body nice and stable. One more. And then come up to sitting. So you've got your feet crossed at the ankle. Sitting nice and proud. Hands resting ever so elegantly on that top knee. Ready for your side plank. So you think tummy button to spine. Squeeze the bum. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Coming up into that side plank. And then arm overhead. Arm to ceiling. Arm comes down as your knees go down. And again, coming up, pressing away from you to take your body into the side plank. Overhead to the ceiling and down. And do 2 more. So lifting up. Lovely ceiling, overhead, ceiling and down. And one more time. Press away, that's it. Good, Henry. Good, Stan. Lovely, Hannahs. Oh, see, I turn to look at you, Ali. Every time it's me, I'm a jinx. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. Okay. So let us now move on to using our cushions and blocks. So grab a block or a cushion, whatever you've got. We're going to do chest lift. We're going to take our legs into tabletop. And we're going to use our block just as a guide. So you're going to nod the head, tummy button to spine, sliding forward. So you're trying to reach that block over your shins and sliding back down. So it's exactly the same things as I talk about every week. It's your ribs sliding forward. just a different angle of dangle. So you're nodding your head. Don't bring your knees into your body. You keep your knees at 90 degrees and your feet ever so slightly below your knees. Your legs are glued together. And you're reaching that block or cushion as far towards your feet as you can get it as you curl up, and aim for that point every single time. So breathing out to curl up. And breathing in to curl back down again. That's it. Fabulous. And allow your arms to be really heavy in the shoulder joints. So it's really your abs as it's sucking in that tummy button in away from your t-shirt that brings you up. So you're not pushing your stomach out as you curl up, you're sucking it into your body. That's it. One more. And then have a breather. If you need to just hug your knees in for a second, please do. Then again, legs in tabletop. Just have the block against one leg and your arm against one block. And we'll do a little thing. So we do sort of toe taps, same arm and leg to start with. So you're keeping tummy button away from the spine as you tap the toe down and bring it up into tabletop. And 5 and 6. I'll do the same thing but extending the legs, so leg slide, so 6, arm and leg away, tummy button to spine to bring it back to tabletop. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and final time. And we'll do that with a straight leg. So extend the leg to the ceiling and think under the bum as the leg reaches the floor and back up to the ceiling. And 5 and 4. So the rest of your body is still. You should be feeling a little shake of work by now. Final 2. Keep breathing. And final 1. Good. And then swap sides. If you need to hug your knees in for a breath in between, please do. Then bend the knees back up into tabletop. Take the block or the cushion onto the other leg. And then you're just toe tapping down to start with for 6. So with bent knee, just tap the foot to the floor and bring it back up to tabletop. That's it. Nice and slow, breathing in to tap, breathing out to bring in. And 2 and 1. Then from bent knee, extend the leg to the floor, nice and straight, and then bring it back to bent knee. So like an arm and leg slide, so same arm and leg, extend away from you, and then come back to the stop. So just extending the angle of dangle. That's it. Have a little moment to think about where your feet are. They should be in line with the rest of your leg and your hip. It should be nice and parallel, both on the one that you're holding up and the one that's working. Final time. And then back into tabletop, then extend that leg to the ceiling. So it's nice and straight, and then think squeezing under the bum to take the leg to the floor and the arm behind you, and then back up to the ceiling. Just keeping that other leg bent up, and that if you've got a cushion or pad, holding it against it so you've got a bit of two-way pressure and resistance. That's it. So try not to let your back shift. You're using your abs, that tummy button away from your t-shirt to keep your body nice and stable. Shoulders away from your ears as ever. Just getting that mobility through the joints. And 2 more. And last one. And then definitely hug your knees in for a little bit of a breather. And we're going to go over slightly in time, but we did start slightly late. Then when you're done, just roll up, coming either with your toes just resting on the floor, lifting your heart. If you can, bring your legs back into tabletop, holding your cushion or your block, but it doesn't matter if you don't have it. And we'll do that nice Russian twist. So you're rotating your body either side, but you have to think proud through your chest as you rotate. You're going just as far as your chest will go. So it's not just tapping your arms down to the floor. You're thinking rotating the body. And breathe out. Don't be afraid to make some breath noise. Use your breath for strength, keeping the shoulders down. So that's it. Rotate. If you've got your feet down, keep your legs together. Don't allow the knees to wobble. Hannah B, no point resting because I can see you. That's wonderful. Good, good. I'm going to tell you a couple more in a second, I promise. Keep going. You're doing great, Emily. Come on. That's it. Straighten your arms a bit, allow your body to move, and final one to each side. And then you can definitely rock back and hug your knees in, or just stretch out just to relax. Fantastic. And let's finish exercise time with some nice leg circles. So find some width in your shoulders, really feel your shoulders heavy on the floor. And you can either have straight legs or let one knee drop out to the side and keep the other leg bent. And just from the hip, do nice 8 stirring paints in that hip joint in each direction. So whichever version you want to do, make sure you're not rocking your body. It's just getting that release in the hips. So 8 in each direction. Lovely. Don't forget your control. Use your breath. Get your leg to do what your mind wants it to. And then when you've done 8 in each direction on one leg, change to the other side. And so remember, you're keeping the rest of your body nice and straight. Just getting a bit of mobilization back through the joint of the hip. And then when you've done, just relax and you can unmute yourselves at any point. We'll just finish off with some stretching. So you can take one leg nice and long, hug the other knee into the body and then cross it over the leg. And I do this quite often, but it's such a favorite stretch. Then hug that knee with the opposite arm towards you and look away from the knee. So you take the other arm behind you as far as you can, keeping the shoulders again away from the ears. Think tall and proud through the chest. And you should feel that lovely stretch across the body. And just breathe. So I'm feeling it around the back of my bum, my piriformis, so it's a nice stretch for that if you get that pain that's like sciatica. Just a couple more moments. And then you can uncross that knee. And if you want to just look, turn the other way, and you can press against the long leg. Really releasing all those muscles that you've worked so hard. And then extend the other leg away, bend in the other knee, cross it over your body, and then take the opposite arm. Hug that knee closer until you feel a stretch and look away. So take the back arm behind you as far as you want. And again, think nice and tall and proud through the body. Don't sink into it, think upright. You're trying to sit on your sit bones, find as much stretch as you can. Breathing deeply. And then uncross the knee. Find the outside of the long leg and press away that way. Again, thinking nice and tall. That's it. Breath, breath, breath. And then relax. Come over onto your toes, gradually roll up one vertebra at a time. Coming to standing, and we'll finish with some side bends and a little bit of balance. So just nice and loosely, between two panes of glass, just reach down to one knee, tummy button to spine to stand. Same time, side, and if you want to take the arm up and overhead, just for the extra stretch down the side of your body, really find that length. And again, coming to standing, and the other side, dripping down towards the knee. And tummy button to spine, stand upright. Final time, reaching down, take the arm up and overhead if it's comfy. Really find that length. And then come to standing. Final bit of balance, so we'll just bend and swing the 3, 2, 1, and on this one, just come and stand. And we'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down, 3 swings and stand. 3, 2, 1, and stand and hold the other leg. She says, oh, rubbish. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Well done. Oh, thank you so much. As ever, you worked very hard. Thank you for your company. So next week, those of you that are here, we will be doing a foam roller. And if you don't have one, doesn't matter, you can do those exercises off it anyway. So, yeah, it'll be lots of fun. All right. So those who aren't here, have good trips, and I'll see you in July. Yay! Fantastic. Lovely. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.